Episode 20. What?
I said wait.
Oh, I heard wait. Episode 20. What? 5. 25. 25.
25?
25. I'm doing it the right way, right? Because they're looking. Yeah, whatever.
25.
25. How are you, sir? What?
Oh, that's
What?
shit.
The what?
Oh,
All the stuff? Is it gonna? So, episode. How was your week, sir? I mean,
Good.
I saw you yesterday, but
I know. So
we were hanging out at Current Place Cigars.
KPPP.
KPPPP. That's too many P's.
Oh, yeah. There's
Sir?
a lot of P's in there. Cheers, buddy.
To the homies. And again, we'll hide the label just in case
Oh, yeah.
until somebody decides to sponsor us, like they should be. But whatever. We're gonna.
If I need
like
to
the-
shut
like
you
that
up,
one-
I'll just shut you up.
Right, like the one that you sent me, where it's like the every podcast has the different dynamics, where one is like all happy, bubbly, and the other one's all angry and
Yeah.
shit. It's like, yeah, I'm always complaining about something on the show. So Peacemaker,
Peacemaker.
Book of Boba Fett,
Book of Boba.
and Ozark, and we didn't. Oh, when we extend the recording,
Uh-huh.
you can get the thing that my daughter made.
Oh, yeah. That'll work.
So I figured we start with Peacemaker because I should go pretty quick. Book of Boba, nice, dude, that shit is funny.
I don't know how he does it, but it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
the guy that was there with Jose yesterday.
yeah.
He totally watched an episode.
Did he?
Like while we were talking, he was totally, and it was funny because he was watching, and then you could see him like when they were fighting and stuff. Like he was kind of reacting. I'm like, holy shit, that's funny.
And he was totally doing it, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. The other day, Sal had the girl with the dragon tattoo on the big screen in the back. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Well, which one?
The first one, the very first one.
The American version or the Swedish version?
I think it was the American one. The one
Okay.
where she had the guy tied up on the floor.
Well, they both have that scene.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Also, it's the same thing. It's just...
It's pretty similar. There's quite a few differences, but yeah, the full trilogy is out in the Swedish version, and then the American version I think only has 2.
And that is our rant for the day.
Yes, that's it. We're done.
Off
Actually, that's
subject.
the whole episode.
Yep. See
Thank
ya.
you guys for voting. No, I'm just playing.
Have a good night.
Peacemaker. So I finally watched the 3 episodes that I said I was going to give it a shot. I honestly, episode 1 and 2, honestly, first episode I was like, all right, it's all right. I'm going to give it the full 3 before I make a full judgment. The second one, I honestly fell asleep through.
Oh, shit.
It was late at night, and I figured I'm gonna bang one out, and hopefully maybe the third one. And I ended up dozing off, so I rewatched the second one, and then I watched the third one. And I'll say that up and through the second one, I was like, all right, it's not bad, okay. And then the third one, and that's when they hooked me. They were like the story, dude. First of all, the fucking best friend, Vigilante.
Eagly
Well,
is his best
Eagly is
friend.
his best friend, but the guy that thinks he's his best friend,
yeah,
like the
Vigilante.
human.
How about a human best friend?
Yeah, Vigilante. that guy is fucking hilarious, dude. I fucking love that guy. Dude, at first when he takes off the mask, that he's like doing that, I'm like, oh my god, is he like special or something? Like what the fuck? And he says that he's doing it on purpose so that they won't recognize his
face.
Oh, dude, I fucking lost it. That's the hardest I've laughed in this show so far.
I'll never say anything.
That it's really growing on me. It's really fucking funny.
So
it's really, really funny.
So what I've heard,
But anyway,
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, that's a clip that we're gonna cut out of the video.
Right.
What was I gonna say?
John Cena and his tidy whities.
And his tidy whities, that's probably he's like right up there with Henry Cavill now, just because of his tidy whities. But the story that they've find, like the butterfly thing, like what the fuck is Project Butterfly? The fact that they showed us what it is, it's not the greatest reveal ever.
Yeah.
But it's interesting enough that I was like, what the fuck? Okay, now I'm hooked. Now I want to know what the fuck is going on. And that's what I was waiting for it to hook me with something interesting that I wanted to continue watching.
So on episode 3, that's when they see the family through the window, right?
Yes.
And that's when they're camping out or whatever.
Yes.
And the little hearts started flying between the two, John Cena and shit.
I'm hoping that's the case.
So sticking to
Peacemaker.
DC,
Peacemaker.
you know.
There was something else I was going to say about episode 3.
You already talked about his tidy whities.
His tidy whities. That's the most important part.
So are you watching the
I remember.
the what do you call it? The end credit scene.
Actually, I don't think I have. What was this last one? Give me a hint.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Well,
so
okay, the one before, the first one I
giving
think
me
was
shit
the
that I couldn't
helmet.
remember.
When he went with his dad, he gave him different helmets.
That
He
was a
went to
cut. That was a end
end
credits.
credits,
scene?
yeah.
Okay,
where you
yeah, I
saw
saw
the
that
helmets, and then the second one was
one. I don't remember. To me, if you tell me, I'm gonna be like, I thought that was part of the show.
Yeah.
Like I might have seen it, but honestly, I
it
don't
just kind
remember.
of like gels together.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Well-
that was the other thing, if you remember, while you remember. The other thing is now the major interest. First of all, the story hooked me, so I'm going to watch.
Okay.
But now even more so because James Gunn has been saying that he is like super shocked that they let him
Do what he did.
to do what he did, and especially in the last episode. He's like, I can't believe we got away with that. I cannot believe that even HBO let us do that.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, now I have
And
to
this is
fucking see
episode
this.
5, right?
No, that I don't. It's
Or-
supposed to be, I think, the last episode.
Oh, okay, so the last episode
Whatever
of
the
this
last
series.
episode is gonna be, on that one. So I'm like, oh my god, dude, now I have to keep watching. And it's fun. It's funny as hell. John Cena's doing a hell of a job. It's gonna be interesting to see. And then the fucking DC references is fucking amazing as well. Like,
What-
have you been catching any of them?
About Batmite, or did you catch
Well, the
that one?
Batmite, yeah, that one. But then also where he's like, oh, I could, some comment about the guy with the mask and the cape. It's like he's talking about Batman.
Oh,
of
really?
course.
I didn't catch that one.
Yeah,
Shit.
he's like making some random comment and shit. Like, and then even the guy is like, oh, I wish I was with Harley Quinn instead of you. I'd
Oh,
even be
exactly.
with the Weasel instead of you.
Damn, I'm trying to see how many episodes there are. But here it is. How many episodes? 8 episode season. So it's.
And they're releasing one a week, right?
I think so, dude. It's really weird because I've been trying to catch it and I
think there's only
cannot.
5 so far.
Yeah, there's 5. 6 actually.
So a new one's out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and long story short,
So they.
rants aside, tangents aside, it's hooked me. I'm gonna keep watching. I'm looking forward to seeing how they end this thing, and enough to say that I'll keep watching for season 2. I can't really say yet, but I think so. Like it's funny as hell. I'll give it that. Even if it's not the best, it's funny as hell. How?
I know, right?
So
How at the moon.
I don't know what it's doing. Okay, I went to the screen.
You scared me,
Get
bro.
out of here. I know, I scared myself.
So next
Anyway.
episode for Peacemaker is February 10th, which is a Thursday. So it releases on Thursdays. That's really weird. No wonder I'm
not
like, when does it come out?
But kind of, because we're so used to Wednesdays and
Sundays.
Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense. Like, put out and that makes sense. It totally makes sense because don't put it on the same day as fucking Book of Boba,
Right.
especially after episode 6. Segue.
Segway.
So yes, keep watching. Book of Boba.
Greatest episode ever.
Yeah. Mr. Episode 5 was the best one. Guess what? Topped. I don't know. What the? So okay, so that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if this show or any other Star Wars show or movie, for that matter, will ever be able to top Episode 6 of Book of Boba. There is so many fucking major callbacks. I think this is probably the most excited I've seen people for a episode of a show that compares even to like Endgame reactions and No Way Home reactions.
It is.
Granted, it might just be what's coming across my feed,
Yeah.
but even episode 5 was like, holy shit, that was the best episode. But this one is just getting way more reaction. Like, they're doing reaction videos, people crying and shit. Dude, even when that, to me, I love R2. The little thing popping up, get the fuck out of here, dude. I lost my shit, dude. That best episode. Oh, what was it? What did I say? Fucking
Second.
amazing.
Fucking amazing.
Fucking amazing.
You forgot the.
No, I did but I
did you?
forgot the words. Fucking amazing. Yeah, dude, I can't even begin. Like, I can't even think of all the fucking callbacks right now. They just did so much.
So
To the helmets again.
no, you're gonna have to put like Grogu in.
Right here in the middle. I'll put the helmets like I did and then put Grogu in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yes. So there was so many, and you know, it's funny. I'm watching it. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, it's R2D2, whatever. And then you're like, hey, R2, and I was like, oh yeah, shit.
Right? Actually, you know what? Technically, so did I, because I saw that little thing and I'm like, oh shit, R2. Oh shit, R2.
Well, what are you doing here? Right?
Yeah, dude, they're building the fucking Jedi Temple. And remember we I don't want to say we called it. I think a lot of people kind of called for it, but for those that don't know, they had Luke at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, and they did a decent job. But then a group on YouTube or somewhere, Twitter somewhere,
TikTok,
they did a deep fake that was better. And people were saying, why didn't you hire those guys? Well, guess what? They did hire those guys. And they're the ones that did the deep fake for episode 6.
and it came out great.
Yes. Dude, it looks fucking amazing. Sorry to say, but now we don't need Sebastian Stan to play Luke because it looks really fucking good.
Yeah, I think he's busy anyways,
Right?
walking around with his
Metal arm.
11-inch prosthetic.
That's why he needs a metal arm to jerk off the wang. Nah, that went too far.
So, R2.
Yes.
Grogu.
I don't think we're going to be able to name them all. Luke is in there. Cad Bane is in there. I'm going to... Ahsoka came out. They show the Jedi Temple. They show fucking Yoda's lightsaber, which now everybody's like, well, where the fuck did he even get it from? Doesn't matter. Well, it does matter,
there.
but dude,
It's so little.
it's, yeah. So he's like, here's Yoda. Dude, but that thing also where he's like, you're going to have to choose. What do you think he's going to pick? I think I already know. I think everybody knows.
What?
I think he's going to go back to Mando.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I'm positive because for 2 reasons. One, you see that he has that connection.
Yeah.
And 2, if they don't, they better have a damn good explanation as to what happened to him when Ben or Kylo destroys, or not destroys the temple, but kills the younglings or whatever.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why, because he wasn't there.
Because he probably took out. That's my rationale. Like, he wasn't there. That's why he didn't die. But then again, if he didn't, where has he been in episodes 7, 8, and 9?
That's true.
So they got a lot of gap to fill.
Chewbacca stepped on him.
Right. That's it. They're gonna. Did you send it to me? Or did you see the TikTok where they're showing the symbol?
Yeah, on the where
on the wall?
Grogu was.
Yes, when they're
When
showing
he was
order.
a baby or something.
That's another
right?
callback. Order
Orders,
66.
Yeah.
Fuck.
66.
Order 66. It's not Order 69. That's a different Star Wars movie. That's the porno version. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
So much. There's so much. And I need to go back. The way that I say that I'm going to go back and watch the last episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian, I'm definitely going to go back and watch this one.
Yeah.
It's just got so much shit in it. Not shit, but like good in a good way.
But I know that they're kind of like saying that they're still gonna add more. Well, it's all rumors, right? That they're expecting more people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude! Like who the? I saw one where they were talking about Han Solo was gonna be in it, and I'm like,
and Leia.
Dude, if that's the case, even though technically these last 2 episodes are not fucking Boba Fett whatsoever.
I know. I wonder if they had it in their back pocket and be like, well, if Boba Fett kind of sucks, and or maybe they meant to do that.
Maybe they saw the reactions and people seeing that people were falling in love more with the Mandalorian, and they're like, let's throw him in there just in case he needs to save the Boba Fett show, which clearly he did, because a lot of people were complaining about the show so far. So it's going to be interesting. Like, dude, I'm so fucking hooked. Now more than ever.
I liked when Luke was like, Yoda used to talk in riddles.
Mm-hmm. Do or do not. There is no try.
Right?
So, yeah. So, it's good. I'm loving it. A lot of Star Wars-y stuff. Like the pod racer right there.
Yeah. Sound effects.
Right?
Should have one like...
Need to pay that guy. Mm-hmm. The light speed when we jump to light speed.
Right.
That should happen back here. The lights cutting out. That was a lightsaber turning on. I'm just getting desperate here.
You can have Yoda like knock down the lights. You know how he does a little flip.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome. Pew. He dropped the lights. Anybody
do
does
it.
special effects? No, I don't think I can do that one. I might be able to.
The mask looks good. The mask. The mask looked good.
Black croissant with his
I know,
googly
right?
eyes.
You put some big old eyelashes on him.
Yeah. So I've obviously I'm gonna keep watching it. Star Wars. So
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Well, I don't want to say it doesn't matter how bad it is because I think they could do something really really bad where I'm like, ah, fuck this. I'm not watching it anymore. But not even close. Like with what they've done so far.
Episodes left?
I don't know. I don't know how many there are. I want to say 8 or 9, but I don't know.
Let's see.
There will be 7.
7.
And this was episode. So, oh shit,
This is the last one?
Wednesday's going to be the last one. Oh, I'm pretty.
You sounded like Chewbacca there for a second.
I don't know. If they did all of this in episode 6, usually they save stuff like that for episodes. The last episode.
One.
So
maybe this one's even better.
I don't want to get my hopes up.
Imagine they're like, it's just a Boba Fett episode. See ya next season.
Right? That would suck. They blew their wad in episode 6, and episode 7 is just a cleanup.
Well, what they need to do is end the first season of Boba Fett like the last season of Ozark.
Dude. And awesome segue, by the way. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, so I just want to keep talking about Star Wars. Ozark. So we both finally last episode that we did, you had only seen episode 6. I had already finished them all. No, you said you had only seen episode 6.
Okay, I was waiting on the last one, yeah.
The last one. But since then, of course, you have. Okay.
In the last episode, everybody dies.
Everybody.
Dude.
Even the director died.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not jump that
with
far
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. He was on the last episode, and so everybody dies.
Fuck.
For real. No,
that's pretty fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Sorry. My bad.
So,
Ozark.
Thoughts?
Fuck. Okay, I think we had already gone over the first 3 episodes, right?
Yes.
That's where I was behind. You remember?
At first you were behind, and then I got way behind.
Yeah, and then
now we're both caught up.
Binged it. We just binged this crap out of it. Staying up till like 2 a.m. watching episodes.
And as a matter of fact,
because you're like half asleep.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we watched the last 2 episodes before making our way over here.
Okay, so it's fresh in your mind.
Yes, very much so.
Let's say that we went over the first 3 episodes, and these will be the last 4.
Yes.
So let's go over the last.
But
4.
honestly, I don't know if there's anything in episodes 4 and 5 that are interesting enough to supersede this one.
That's true.
Because I mean, for those of you that have been watching it, you know it's been building like the show pretty much generally does. Mm-hmm. It builds really well.
Yeah.
And this one culminates
fucking crazy.
I thought the ending of season 3 was like, holy shit. This one, I didn't expect that. Even though Javi is fucking nutcase, I didn't expect that shit.
He's a nut. He's a nut job. And that guy, seems like he's gonna just he's fucking everything up. That's all he's doing is just fucking everything up.
Pretty much. And I had a feeling that I kind of knew where it was headed.
Yeah.
With I forget his name, Navarro, Omar. I had a feeling that that was his end goal. There was going to be some kind of a hiccup. The birds were going to have to figure it out like they always fucking do. This show does fall victim to the pattern that we talk about in shows, but it's not as obvious to me. It like you kind of have to look for it, but it's definitely there. But they fucking threw me for a loop on this one. Like, he's riding off, not into the sunset, but like, okay, I gotta go do this other shit, and then the fucking cops show up, and which I'm pretty sure is Miller going rogue and doing that on her own. It seems like she did it on her own rather than the FBI, because the other 2, the director or whatever, they seem to be like, yeah, we're gonna go with this plan, and it was just Miller saying, fuck that, I'm not letting him go.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I don't know if that's how it's going to
in my head, I'm kind of like going back, like rewinding, trying to figure out where you're at. And you're talking about where they stopped Navarro from getting on the airplane and arrest him.
Yeah. So that's when, and this is after he's presumably given the nephew the reins.
Because he was in jail.
Who?
Navarro. Oh no, that's
No, this
oh,
is
this is
before.
okay. I'm thinking. Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
and
when they
then
were at
so
the mall. They're at the mall
yes,
talking about all
right.
this shit.
And so then he's like, well, now I'm gonna have to give up my nephew. But then that goes to shit. Like everything
Yeah.
is unraveling. Like everything that they fucking struggled for is unraveling. Like
Yeah.
the whole fucking thing. And then of course, Crazy Pants goes and shoots Darlene, Jesus Christ, Darlene,
Darnell.
and just you know what? Fuck it. While I'm here, guess what? Bye, Wyatt.
Shit, I know that was so bad.
Fuck.
Like just straight up, like
Oh, and Cinda and I were both like, fuck. When he walks off, I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose, like have him walk off and have Zeke crying.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for a gunshot. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And I didn't hear him. Like, okay. But Cinda was like, but yeah, but then that means he left him there to starve to death. I'm like, I don't think so. But it would have been worse to hear that gunshot. That would have been fucked
for
up.
real, yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, it's not like I don't know.
It wouldn't be shocking.
It wouldn't be like a
because-
loose end.
Yeah. No, not at all. And I totally expected somebody to show up eventually. And of course it's Ruth. But dude, between that, the KC mob, the Frank Sr. showing up, and she's just like, you know what, fuck you.
Boom.
Blam. Fucking goes flying onto her fucking table. The
Just like
heart
Bob
attack
did, right?
from episode 6.
Just like Bob did from La Bamba.
Right? Richie.
Oh yeah, when she had the heart attack.
When she had the heart attack, and then when Wendy's just like down, and then she's like, I'm just gonna sit here.
Damn, and then you realize how evil she could be. I mean,
Yeah.
we already knew how evil she could be and how her mind works.
I think
but
that
her
might
just
be-
sitting there and being like, you know what? F you.
she's in this season especially, she's gotten like I think they like that she did that, and now they're incorporating it a little too much, because she even goes into the hospital room and does the same thing where she's just like super sarcastic and snarky and just like, oh, and it like really enjoying it and
Yeah.
shit. It's cool, it's fun to watch, but I think they're doing it too much.
Why? I think that's just the progression of her character because of all this mental stress that she's in.
Yeah.
I think she's finally realized, you know what? Fuck it, we're here. You know, I can take advantage of this shit, so I'm just gonna do it.
I'm
You
like,
know?
I'm really enjoying the dynamic of he has been doing everything that he's been doing just to get his family out of this situation.
Yeah.
And she is not. She was like, I don't want to do this. Well, fuck it. If we're going to do this, then we're going to do it right. And now I think she's not going to give it up. I think she is now in the life, period. I
Well-
think he's going to get out somehow or
Yeah.
die, and she's going to continue.
Well, I think because all the charities and the foundations and all the stuff that they're that she's making and making a name for them, you know what I mean. Even besides the fact that they work for the cartel, you know,
Right.
I think that just because of that, I think that's the reason her head is so big. Because
Yeah.
she is meeting with a lot of people. She is dealing with Navarro on a one-to-one basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she is becoming a big shit.
Yeah.
You know?
She's managed. They have managed to pull all this off.
Yeah.
But I think she's starting to believe that it's mostly her, because anytime that he does something, she's just quick to be like, "Well, what did you do? And what did you do?"
Yeah.
And I'm the one that it's like, bro, you're doing a lot of the major shit, but he's doing a lot of the background stuff
Yeah.
that would not be possible.
Yep. And keeping a straight face too.
Yeah.
Half the time.
So
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the things that I'm liking more about this show than Breaking Bad. And not to say Breaking Bad is bad now, but I'm liking it a little bit better because she's doing what I wish Walter's wife had done, at least a little bit. Like, yeah, you're now in the life, man the fuck up and try to help your husband. She
Instead
just
of-
totally was just like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Which I guess can be realistic, but I like that they did different with this character.
Yeah.
Wendy is now a badass herself. Dude, what else to say about this fucking episode or this season? So it cliffhanger like a motherfucker.
I know. Well, I forgot that they had shot off that
Junior's
his-
weenie.
Yeah, and I was like, why is he? And then I'm like, okay, now I remember.
Uh-huh.
But there's so much shit. I mean, it didn't. Where did it end?
It
After
ends with
Ruth went to the birds and said she was going to kill him. So I remember that part. But what happened?
she
what happened
rides
after?
off. she rides off, and then there's something. No, I think she just rides off, and I think she pulls over. Or they just show her crying, and that it just fades. And
She turns around, doesn't she?
no, I think she's headed, I believe, towards the Casey mob because she thinks it's Junior that did it.
Yeah.
And then he says no, and then when he says no, she's like, "I know." Then turns around and goes to the birds.
Well, because the birds were supposed to kill Darlene, right? They were supposed to tell her not to be
Right.
selling shit
That's why
anymore.
she figured if it wasn't him, then yeah, as a matter of fact, it's them. I thought she made the realization that it was Navarro, or what's his face. It's his last name isn't Navarro.
I don't know.
Javi Elizondo Sanchez Villalobos
De La O.
de la O. Yeah.
The guy that fucks everything up.
Yes.
Because that's
that
all he's been
fucking
doing.
guy.
The whole, these past 7 episodes
season,
since he came out. That's all he does is fuck everything up.
Yep.
you know?
Yep. Pretty much. Trying to think of what else, dude. Wendy fucking throwing her kid under the bus and trying to get him arrested, which is a smart move because she checked first. She's like, is he going to do real time? Is he going to get it expunged? Okay, cool. Let's get him arrested.
And again, the progression of her character.
Yeah.
Because she's willing to do that to her own son
Yeah.
because he's going down the wrong path, which is, I mean, it's not the, I mean, what else can they do? They're already in the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, all right, I'm in this shit. There's no anything that's higher than this.
Right.
He's just going to go for a little bit, he's going to serve a little bit of time or whatever, and then it'll be, expunged from his record.
Yeah.
So that, her mental state's already, in it. So yeah, I can see.
And for those that are parents, you kind of if you're super desperate, you're gonna do some things because shit. And every day you probably wake up and you're like, did I fuck up my kid yesterday? That might leave a scar.
They're gonna give
emotionally.
What's the wife's name? Wendy. What's her name?
Bird.
Yeah. Is it Wendy Bird? What's her name? Yeah. So they're gonna give her her own. It's gonna be called her own spin-off. It's gonna be called Queen of the Ozarks.
Mm-hmm. The Birds
instead of Queen of the South.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting. Where supposedly we should get part 2 by summer. That meaning June, July.
Oh, so you saw? Is it confirmed?
And it's not confirmed. They just said that it's wrapped. The filming is wrapped, and it's pretty much ready to go. I think they're just waiting for people to watch this enough before they put part 2 out. So the prediction is supposed to be summer.
Okay.
Which I really hope is the case because, like we said last time, and you've been saying, we have plenty of stuff to watch in the meantime. But I don't want to. I want to finish this because, dude, it's so fucking good. I'm really. I still don't want to say for sure because they might pull a fucking Game of Thrones and fuck up the last part.
I really doubt it.
I doubt it, but they might. So I don't want to say just yet. But if everything ends decent, it's going to be my number 1 favorite show.
Right.
Yeah. My request, please, Netflix, please, please, please do not do an El Camino New Blood to Ozark. Leave it the fuck alone. You give us a shitty ending, it is what it is. Do not try to save it by giving us another fucking season or movie to try to tie up loose end. Dude, leave it the fuck alone, please. That's me. I don't know about you, but I'm just
Jonah's gonna be the spin-off.
better call
No,
Jonah.
they're gonna do the spin-off on the detective.
Right? That actually wouldn't be too bad. Maybe give the backstory as to why he got fired.
It's so hilarious, right? When he's over there doing coke and then he turns around and he's like, and it's all over his nose.
So because that's probably one of the, besides the pattern, El Camino is another big fucking drawback. Because I loved the way that they ended it. Jesse rode off into the sunset, but he did not technically win. He's destroyed as fuck.
Yeah.
End it there.
Yeah.
So, Ozark, greatest fucking show ever so far. Hopefully they don't fuck it up. That being said, anything else you want to throw in there before we end
just I know there's a big list of what we need to watch.
Yes.
Boba Fett will be next week.
We'll go over that right now. Definitely Boba Fett because it's the last episode. Ozark we can because it's done. I'll keep watching Peacemaker.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of Yellowstone, so we'll do that.
Mm.
And I feel like there's something else, but we'll keep you posted.
Yeah.
So that being said, sir,
Peace.
and as always, be good to each other, and most importantly, be good to yourselves.
Oh yeah. Peace.
Peace. You did that last time too.
You pointed at me, dude.
Actually, yeah. Wait until I do my bit. I have my closing. You have yours.